end as well.
Well, it did also. The tip goes to the Utes, and Gianna Neepkins immediately with the hot hand.
Is this a rerun? This is the way we started
Right?
Monday night. One pass to Neepkins as she jumps
The
up.
offensive foul call there on the high screen gives another chance to the Utes. The back cut and no help there. And wow, good communication between the bigs and Neepkins. Player for Utah, the ability to shoot the three. They have excellent passing ability as well. And the new addition, Torre, 21 in white, as the Utes are out running. And it's a 10-0 start. Boubacar inside, gets the bucket to go. And so finally stops that 10-0 start for the Utes. Boubacar transferred from BYU this season to Weber State. As Torre gets involved in the action, losing the D.
They've scored on every possession. Rose Boubacar, I talked to her coach this morning, Coach Jackson, said she's a dynamic player to add to their team, explosive to the rim, as you just saw, and can guard anybody from 2 through 5. So a great addition Boubacar is to the Wildcats lineup.
Yeah, out of Frederick, Maryland.
Coming to Weber State, and Satini played for her there. Had to sit out last year as she transferred to Weber State.
Defense creating the offense, and the finish in Vieta, but thank one of her 5 freshmen, those young first-year players to go with those 5 transfers that you talked about. McQueen, ball fake one way and sticks it behind the arc.
What a great.
Certainly does. First quarter winding down. Shot clock is off. Torre takes it in a little closer, and again, the shooter's touch. Brooke Walker, the freshman from Andover, Kansas. Back and forth with her and Ross. The shot no good. There's Torre. She is an offensive rebounding magnet.
Offensive foul. That's 2 offensive fouls. One for her and one for Vieta. And again, that's just like 2 steals.
Yep.
And Wilkie.
Boy, Joe, that's the 3rd personal on Ross. So she's going to have to sit and, I'm guessing, watch the rest of the way this half with just under 7 minutes remaining. And there's a much-needed 3-ball for Weber State. That was Caitlin Burgess.
Yes, from New Zealand, a transfer from Boise State. I think that's Weber State's first made 3, 1 for 7, I believe, on the night.
They needed it. Gets them up in double digits now. High-low, Johnson, she'll kick it out. Neepkins all by herself, sticks it. I guess you got to pick your poison with a team like Utah, and it is not easy. Yeah, Wilkie and Ross, the kind of players that you want to have on your team and not playing against, right? I do not want them defending me. Oh, pretty look. McQueen, back-to-back buckets for her. Of officials.
It's the first time that Utah has been able to get into the press, because the first time they've shot a free throw. And there's that little Portuguese thief once again.
They call her the mosquito, and now you can see why.
I'm telling you, she is very impressive. She talk
really
about
is.
A big motor. She's everywhere, and she has great anticipation.
The trap, the good read to go with the trap on that scenario leads to a turnover. Can she hit the 3? Yes, she can.
Not known for her three-point shooting.
Stifling from the Utes.
Well, I mentioned earlier in the game, they were a team that really struggled. What a pass. Again, great footwork by Jenna Johnson. Vieta threw that in there from 25 feet with her right hand, which is her offhand. I tell you what, I've talked on Monday night about the 3 things a point guard has to do is throw it ahead in the break, read the draw and kick, and feed the post. And she does all 3 of those at a high level.
Well, she certainly does. There's a pretty shot from Satini with the finish. 6th assist for Vieta, that last one. Jenna Johnson does such a nice job and really using her form, really using her body. And there's the outside bucket. Torre with the 3-ball.
All Torre did was hit her first 6 shots in the game, missed 2, and she was old. And the 2 she missed were both 3-point shots, and she didn't let that bother her. She buried that one.
She kept the green light on, and she gets that one to go. Baseline jumper is pretty shot from Margarita Satini, the grad student. She's from Salt Lake City.
She's terrific. And that was another nice post pass by Jenna Johnson.
Yep, and at 6'3", really uses her body. There's a pretty finish there. Nothing but net for Lene Billy.
Weber State starting to kind of heat up here a little bit. I think it probably got the jitters out of playing in the Huntsman Center, their first road game of the year.
Yeah, that's true. It's got to have some. Neepkins finds a 3.
If you go under that handoff, 3 for 4 from the three-point line, 13, and
the Mosquito once again.
the only reason she didn't start tonight in talking to Coach Jackson is they wanted to be a little bit bigger coming in here against the Utes, and I can't blame her. Tori, as I mentioned, made her first 6 shots of the game. What a nice pass. So clever. So clever.
A little bit.
Yep.
Coming on the road to face this Utah team. Driving the lane, high up and good. The finish by Rose Bubakar, the senior from Frederick, Maryland.
Transfer from BYU. She is the player that her coach today described as a dynamic player, explosive to the rim, as you just saw, can guard many positions.
Boy, Joe, and there's a high-low, just a
2 years at Westminster, so she knows the Utah culture. She knows the coaches. I think she'll have ultimately a lot of success at Weber State.
I do too. Neepkins lost her footing, the takeaway, and now the Wildcats pushing in the lane, and the finish good. That's a great look from Bubakar.
Have a feel for post feeds, and it's a hard team to guard. Everyone wants to talk about how they shoot it from 3. They're really good inside too. Utah was Monday night.
Shot won't drop for Bubakar. An opportunity for the Utes. Vieira outside and around and down. She hits another 3.
12 points now for Vieira, 7 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals. She's picked up 2 offensive fouls. She has had quite the game.
Yeah.
There is a reason that she is on the Nancy Lieberman Point Guard of the Year Watch Award.
Yeah, no doubt. An all Pac-12 honorable mention member. Torrey, the bank's open tonight. Right here on ESPN+. That's a pretty square up and finish. Reese Ross with the 3 ball.
They've made them stay on that left side of the court that whole possession.
Mookie was trying to reach in, and that's a much needed bucket. That's Lene Billy with the 3.
High school.
There you go.
Not too far from here.
And a walk on.
I don't think they played together, but
probably not.
Oh, nice runner there. Wow.
Baseline. Blank squares it up and hits it. Smile on her face. The teammates wanting to get her a shot.
Yeah.
Sue, I got to give credit to Corey Sue, Fabulous Sports Information. They had that little nugget in there for us. Another bucket for Weber State. Boy, 26 turnovers forced by Utah, 38 points off of them.
Yeah.
Big story and a big part of Lynn Roberts' team's success tonight.